Yeah. You know what that tastes like? Oh yeah, it tastes like victory. Welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Tom.
Hi, Tom.
I'm a fantasy sports addict. Woohoo! All right. I'm also a victorious fantasy sports addict, joined by who else? The champions. Nathan, Reverend Nate Dogg, and of course, Cubby, James.
I'm just here for the victory lap.
He's tucked into bed, not wearing anything, no sexy lingerie, nothing. Birthday suit celebration. So we are here. We are your champions. We are celebrating. Let me just get a little taste of that.
I guess this is what it tastes like after 15 years for you.
It's been a long time, baby. Oh, it's so good. In case you don't know, there's been a championship drought in Tommyland. It's been a long drought. I don't think I've won. We've had these dynasty leagues going. This is our Dynasty Baseball situation. This is insane. I mean, League of Evil, 15th year of League of Evil. It's been dynasty for
like
at least
12,
10.
you said?
Yeah, 10
Something
to
like
12.
That.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at, I've had David Price's entire career. I've had Chris Sale's entire career. Rizzo's entire career. Trout's entire career. And they're getting long in the tooth. And finally, I have a championship to show for myself. Oh, my God. But seriously, it's not all about me. It's about you guys, too. Congratulations.
We've been here before, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys have been. You can act like you've been here because
I've been here. Like I haven't been. Fuck all of you. Fuck all. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck you too.
I'm kidding.
James, how long have you been in these leagues?
This is 62. This is year 4.
Okay.
Year 4. Yeah, we did FSAA Dynasty.
Well, 3 years for the home leagues.
Okay. Yeah. So
but 4 for FSAA.
Right.
Okay, you started out the way everybody starts out. We started you in redraft, and then we brought you into the fresh Dynasty, and then you were home league worthy. Nate, you've been around the longest though. Except for me, now you're.
Yeah, League of Evil
tenured.
Was. Oh gosh, 08. And then I think Hall of Shame was 2011. I joined that one, which is the year I won it. And then the other 2 from their starts, yeah.
Okay. And, Hall of Shame, that used to be Ryan's league. Now it's the Hall of Shame. For Ryan's shame.
Should I? Hey, it's my shame now.
That's true. Oh, yes.
I feel like Ric Flair. The two-time champion.
Woo!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Should my champion song be that horrible Garth Brooks? I'm shameless.
Yes, it should. Absolutely, it should.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, let's break down these
let's
playoffs.
Do this.
How they kind of went.
Pete.
Yeah, all right. So just to give everybody the backstory, we all went up against the same manager. Somehow just right here. Credit where credit is due. Pete. I mentioned it in the last video, but Pete, 4 championship appearances or championship matchup appearances, so 4 finals trips, which is unheard of. Nobody's ever made all 3 leagues. Granted, they've only been together 4 years, but to have made all 3 home dynasties, and then of course FNA, which is the core 4 now, that is a mind-boggling feat, is it not?
It's pretty rare.
It's not just pretty rare; it's unprecedented.
Soon. Oh, and FNA's 16 teams too, so it's even more unlikely than the 12 teamers. Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous and it literally unprecedented in any capacity. And then what's even more rare and unprecedented, we fucked him out the window.
This is true.
How do you make 4 finals and not win 1?
I know there's a small part of me that feels a little bad, but then
Just a
not
little.
really.
One across the board seemed fair, but oh well.
Yeah, like if all four of us were here celebrating, right? That would make sense, right? But then somehow,
if you lost 3 and won 1, that still kind of feels like a loss.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah.
Like it's bittersweet win.
Yeah, you'd like to split.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, you gotta go 2 for 4.
But that's the nature of head-to-head, though.
It is.
I mean, it's unpredictable sometimes.
It is and it isn't. Let's just say where it wasn't.
Yes, let's go over.
Fuck you to death, Pete! Yeah! Oh, nothing left. I obliterated your asshole. I'm sorry. I mean, I fucked him to death. I fucked him out the window to death. We'll look at the scores here, but came down to the final day for you, James. You were on the ropes. You were teetering.
Yes, I know. Like as soon as I started air quotes punching back with my pitching, I was looking at Pete like in was it Rocky IV, the Russian, when he gets cut in the eye. And it's like he's got. So I was like, oh shit, I have a chance. Yeah, but then I think you were like me. I think we all exhausted all 7 of our ads.
Only way to go.
My season-long fab went from 1,000, and I had 800, I think, going into the playoffs, and I got it down to $13. So, I mean, I threw the kitchen sink at this man.
We all did. I mean, he's Pete. Pete is the absolute stream lord. He is the king of the streams. What are they?
Yes, he is.
I mean,
he's a stream weaver. That's for sure.
Stream weaver. Andrew was talking about how Pete should write a book about how to make it to the playoffs and the finals, and I was like, well, basically it would go something like this: stream, a little bit of a dream, and then get bested by, I guess,
people that stream right along with you.
People are streaming better than you almost. I mean, that's the thing.
I mean, all credit to him though. His teams aren't good apart from the streaming.
Well, there's a lot of overlap. My players, your players, his players.
Oh yeah.
It's just like a mishmash across the league.
And I will say in Hall of Shame, like I said to you guys, off air, so air quotes. He was down a lot of good hitters in Hall of Shame, but sorry, not sorry.
Well, I mean, again, you gotta you win the way you can. Flags fly forever. But I mean, we were just like, it was a brutal situation. I mean, we were all sitting there talking to each other, just like, all right, what are we gonna do tomorrow?
No, if we all had mustaches, they were like twisted the hell off.
There's just no mustache left. It's
like presenting one another with a million scenarios and stuff.
Now he's got 2 guys going. If I throw 3 at him, but what 2? He's gonna pick somebody up, and he's got this amount of free agent money left, and so we're like, you got to bid this much, and then you got to get this guy.
It was so nice not having limited ads, but only having to do ads twice a week. I was just like, oh, it's Wednesday. I don't care about ads; they don't exist. It was actually kind of nice. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you were still very targeted when it came down to what ads you were making Wednesday forward, and then of course today.
For everybody who was starting
every single day. Every single day. The stash.
Yeah.
And we're even up to last night, like midnight or something like that.
Well,
I don't know. Should I switch to Annabelle?
It was the Annabelle, dude. I was looking at it. I was peeping it. I was like, I don't know. Atlanta clinched. Maybe they're going to throw a crap lineup out there. Annabelle's looking better.
And that wound up not being a factor, but I was like, well, I'll roll the dice that could happen. I'm glad I did.
Still a huge pickup. I mean, she's so proud of herself.
Yeah, exactly.
I left them on my bench. I mean, I could have benched my entire team Friday probably, but both teams. Let's look at it. Let's just show the people what we're looking at here. This is my League of Evil, and this is the matchup. Fucked to death, 11-1. I mean, you really don't need to see any more than that. I mean, you can see the actual numbers here if you really like. I mean, it's just you know, I guess I could have shut him out if I got 2 more runs. But what's the fun in that? We gotta have a little fun. Leave him a point to have. And then the Hall of Shame, where James comes back. It's like the Undertaker.
These
the
we got to see.
Undertaker's
It was
down.
so tight.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's look at this one.
I think going into today, it was extremely close, but he was 8-3 or 8-2 or something.
No, it was 8-2. You were fucking dead to rights, dude. I mean, you were.
Yeah, but it was so flippable.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was look how close this was, right? With the runs, home runs, stolen
the pitching
bases.
was the huge thing today.
You
guys were
entire pitching was incredibly close going through it. But when I throw 27 innings, only allowing 1 earned run, shit gets flipped.
Well, and screwing him to Nova and Justice.
Yeah. Strategic moves. I mean, he got stuck with again. Bad matchups.
He got the supernova blown up in his face.
Super kablooey. I mean, the K's. Look, I mean, everything. You were like the Undertaker when he's destroyed in a matchup and he just sits back up from the dead. I mean, you came back in just glorious fashion. So, congratulations on that. And then again, here's another fucked out the window. Sorry, Pete. Not sorry. Don't even need to look at it because it was over Friday. And then your matchup. I mean, Nate, your matchup was pretty. You had it pretty well in the bag too. I mean, you made some really good pickups, and we were talking about: do you throw all relievers at him? Do you throw a bunch of starters?
Yeah, heading into the weekend, it was still up in the air. After yesterday, it looked pretty good.
Yeah. And what was your innings pitch count?
Like 100 last night was 77 2/3, I think. And I benched all my relievers
and for those
before Kelly went.
The innings pitch limit is 80,
so
but you can blow by it as long as you have less than 80 before Sunday's games.
And I added everybody who was starting today.
Yeah, it didn't even matter. I mean, you almost picked up ERA just for spite.
Oh, I had ERA. I lost it late.
You're cool. And even on base percentage, I mean, come on. This really...
Oh, damn. 22 ding-dongs?
See that. Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, Pete's numbers aren't anything to, laugh at or sneeze at here, but...
Well, the matchup with you last week in this league, both of them were bloodbaths.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, those are respectable numbers from Pete, mostly. Except for QS, I guess. But.
His pitching did not show up.
No. I mean, that's always a shame when it happens. And, it's
a real shame.
In this case...
It's a hall of shame.
It's a hall of shame. In this case, it's not so bad that it happened to, the guy we're going against. But, I mean, it really... just as a little personal backstory, everybody knows kind of some of the shit I've been through this summer. It was quite the summer medically for me. But just this year, starting out when we started our discussions about these leagues and what we were going to do, the three of us as co-commissioners, we started doing some drafts and just all of our conversation. What was it, December?
Yeah, that's when the leagues opened, yeah.
Yeah, so we kind of, but we've been mocking and all this other stuff. But we had our little group chat, our little group text, constantly texting each other. We went into this thing together. We went to battle together. We both.
Yeah, that's one thing we haven't mentioned. You knocked off Tom, and then Tom knocked off you, Nate. So and then you knocked me off twice, Tom. You piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. We had to get. We had to get through each other.
Oh yeah.
Right. This was just nasty, brutal. The playoffs were brutal.
Oh, and you noticed that in the group chat because we weren't texting it nearly as much because we were trying to figure out how to beat the other person.
Yeah, I was
and then once it was all, I was like, oh, okay, so what should I do now?
Yeah, there was a lot more chatter this week.
and you and Nate's FNA semifinals was incredibly close, and the stats were just both good weeks. That type of deal. And then when you knocked me out twice, leads changed both Sundays.
Oh my gosh, those were insane.
Both leagues.
That was good stuff. That was good stuff. So, but then the beauty of it is we've all we've all come out on the other side together. You know, I mean, like we had like
More
a man
Andy
down.
Dufresne.
The real championship is the friendships we made.
Yes, it's true. It's true. No, I mean
Yeah, good
seriously
shit.
though, it's the best. It's the greatest. I'm just honestly like I'm glad I can share this with you guys, given what we've been through this year and what you have meant to me as commissioner and a friend and all that stuff this year.
Yeah, fun
Like
times.
it's great to share it. So,
And I will say this.
congratulations.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say congratulations to both of you, and I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much if it weren't the two of you here alongside
Oh
me.
no, yeah, heck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
totally.
been fun talking baseball, talking strat, talking trash. Yeah, that's all.
Lots of trash.
It's all been fun. You know,
Mhm.
however many months it's been, and
Yeah.
I will say, I do like that it ends today because I don't
Yeah.
recall running into much of guys getting sit for a ridiculous reason, like maybe here or there, but so if you're watching this, you're not in our leagues, and you're head-to-head playoffs. So
Oh
at
my
least
gosh.
2 weeks,
Cut
at
them
least
off, yeah.
at
Yeah.
least 2 weeks before the
We
real
used to
thing
have them
ends.
later, and you'd get just your stars benched when a team would clinch, and it was the worst.
Yeah, so I thought that worked out. Most everyone had their full allotment of guys
Right.
every day.
If people were
Yeah.
hurt, was the only thing really. So,
Yeah.
but that
And I
happens
mean,
all year. So.
Yeah, we all dealt with that, so it's not
Oh,
like
yeah.
it was anything new for that.
No.
But, I mean, yeah, when you get a chance to end it early and end on a where it's not just bullshit shenanigans like why nobody's having to deal with their entire team sitting out or something like that, like shut it down now.
Yeah, good
It's the
stuff.
right time. It's the right time.
Well, I'm going to sign off. The little one needs me to tucker in and whatnot. But yeah, congrats, guys.
Yep.
And also,
Congrats, Cubby.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll
Appreciate
do a
it.
lap
And
and
same with everyone in the league.
yeah,
Most of the leagues were competitive, top to bottom for the most part. So good stuff.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
All right.
This
look
was
forward to
probably the
next
best year. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
take
and
care.
that's the
See
one
ya.
thing I want to reiterate. See you, James. Just honestly, like of all the years we've been doing this, I mean, in all 15 years of my league and Hall of Shame, even like honestly, I think this has been the best these leagues have been.
Yep.
There was a little bit of turnover, but new management, new blood, just everything about it. Everything was so perfect. And not just because I have a title to say, like, oh, I got a 2019 title in my name. Woo! Not just because of that, though. Just, I mean, honestly, the level of competition, the managers, everything about them.
Yep.
Everything, great leagues. Nothing else to say there. I mean, best year ever. And so, seriously, thank you to everybody who's played these leagues. J Money, don't want to write you off. Andrew, don't want to write you off. David, don't want to write you off. Everybody that was in the playoffs this year, well earned, well deserved.
For sure.
And Pete, sorry. Unfortunately, you went 0 for 4, but we know you're capable of titles. You've been to Title Town, if I'm not mistaken.
He won last year in FNA.
Yeah.
This was a rematch for us. He beat me in FNA last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like, he's sitting there, crying over spilled guineas or anything like that. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'll be back, Pete. I have no doubts about that. And I look forward to seeing you, hopefully. So, yeah, anyways, everybody, thank you. Nate, congrats, man.
Congrats to you, finally.
And we'll be doing... yeah, thank you. It's nice to be able to
yeah, it's good to
hear that
get that done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, seriously.
Yeah.
Man, been a long time. All right, well, I'm going to wrap it up, close it out.
Yep. Take care.
All right, take it easy, man.
I will see you. Bye.
Later. All right, well, that's it for 2019 Fantasy Baseball, at least the Core 4 Dynasty Leagues. If you want to get yourself in some Dynasty Baseball, we might have an opening whenever there's an opening. Hopefully not next year, but we're going to be doing some redraft and stuff like that. I do have Dynasty Basketball coming up. We can talk about that if you want to get yourself into some of that. Or if you're in those leagues, let's get it going. It's basketball. Let's do it. All right. Let me just bask in this trophy glow for a moment. It's so nice. Yes. Finally. All right. Fantasy gods. Please grant me the serenity to set my ideal lineup, courage to ad drop aggressively all season long. Wisdom. Wait. Fucked it up. Something about trades. Yeah. Make good trades. We did a lot of that. What else is there? I don't know. Fuck it. Yeah, make good trades. I don't know. What? I don't know. Who knows? Fantasy sports serenity prayer. Go to the website. It's on there. I can't remember it. All that brain damage. FantasySportsAddicts.com is the website. I'm on Twitter at letter F, letter S, the word double, letter A, FSAA. See you guys next time. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe. 2020 Fantasy Baseball is right around the corner. We're going to do it even harder. Do it.